Hi there, it's Rose. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to the Open Collab hashtag Deck the Year. So this collab is hosted by Penny from Penny's Crafty Creations, and the point of the collab is to take a standard playing card and alter that card. And we do one card every week. So at the end of the year, we'll have 52 artist trading cards. And it is a super fun collab. A lot of great crafters are jumping in and participating. You can too, since it's an open collab. Everyone is welcome to join in every week. And just choose a playing card to alter. And then share the video on your channel. So much fun. Thanks again to Penny for hosting. And if you've missed any of my videos, I will link them in the description box below. There's also a playlist on my channel that you can follow along and see what I'm altering every week. So if you watched last week's video, you know that I pulled out the 8 of Hearts, and I'm going to show you how I decided to alter that card. Oh, here's 2 6s. That's odd. But first I'm going to start out by showing the supplies that I used for this week. So I've been trying different techniques, stenciling, stamping, of course, using some ephemera and just different fun techniques on these cards. This week I broke out my Dina Wakley media paints. So these are beautiful. I think they're heavy body acrylic paint. That you can use in all sorts of medium. They're put out by Ranger and, of course, Dina Wakley. So I used a little bit of lemon lapis, which is absolutely gorgeous. Some elephant, another one of my favorites. It's a very soft gray. And then beautiful eggplant. So I used a little bit of these paints to paint my card. My craft room is still under construction, and I can't readily get my hands on everything that I want to craft with, but these paints were on my new craft cart, along with some of my coloring mediums, some of my Tombos and Prismas, and so I broke these out to use to do some painting. And then I brought in one of these shimmer sprays. Now typically I will use my Spectrum Noir glitter pen, but I took out this sheer shimmer spray in Pearl. No, maybe it was Frost. And it's really beautiful. Absolutely love this. So I topped my card with that. And then my first time, but not my last time, of course, using Lost Shadow. It's the new Distress ink from Tim, and if you haven't tried Lost Shadow yet, let me just warn you, it's very light, very, very light. And it was perfect for what I was going for. A little bit of that was just really gorgeous. And I also used one of the ephemera pieces from the Simple Stories Let's Get Crafty, actually 2 little ephemera pieces from that. I also did a little bit of stenciling with the Stampers Anonymous Moon stencils, masks actually. This collection here of moons, absolutely so much fun. They're layering stencils, but I only used one. These are getting harder and harder to find. I actually picked this up a while back on Amazon because I knew I would want it for some Halloween. But anyway, yeah, if you can find these, they're great. And let's get into it, and I'll show you the card that I created. So here's a look at my 8 of Hearts for this week. And again, the background I painted with the Dina Wakley acrylic paints. And hopefully you can see the beautiful colors when I combined those there, just how really pretty that night sky turned out. And then I masked off a circle. I took my Stampin' Punch, cut out a piece of masking paper, And then I painted all around that circle because I knew that would be the moon. I used one of those masks to add some of that elephant paint to the craters and some of that yellow as well to give the moon a little bit of dimension. And then I knew I wanted to, of course, it was all designed around that ephemera piece, I craft past my bedtime. And in that package with the Let's Get Crafty bits and pieces from Simple Stories was also the glue gun. I thought the glue gun in sort of that night sky background reminded me almost like of a space gun, so I thought it was a great addition. I love the fact that it's pink. I added a purple little clay heart to the bedtime eye, and then a few little gems. I also took my white paint pen and added a few dots. Of course, the sparkle all comes from that glitter spray that I showed, and then I went around the entire card with the True Black Spectrum Noir alcohol marker. Now, you might be wondering what I used Lost Shadow for. On that ephemera piece, it was very bright white, and I didn't want it to be, so I knocked it back with the Lost Shadow, and you can see it's just a faint gray. I didn't want it to be a stark, stark white, particularly against the moon, and also I just wanted the glue gun to stand out with the white little shadow that it had around it, so I used Lost Shadow there. My first time using it, but of course I love it. And yeah, that's my card for this week. Here's a look at the back. I always put the number of the card and the suit as well as the date. So that's my card for this week. I'm going to come back in a moment and pick my card for next week. So, of course, this is the deck that I'm using for this collaboration, and it's getting smaller and smaller every week. I'm going to give it a quick shuffle and pick my card for next week, and we'll see what card I will be altering for next week. Give the deck a quick cut here, a couple of cuts, and flip this over. Oh, I have a king, King of Diamonds. King of Diamonds is the card that I'll be altering next week. Please be sure to check back and see what I decide to do to alter that card. I want to encourage you to check out the hashtag Deck the Year, see all the collaborators that are participating. Thanks again to Penny for hosting. If you're new to my channel, I hope you'll consider hitting that subscribe button and ringing the bell notification so you're notified every time I upload a new video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.